Hello everyone, welcome to Learning Japanese with Marcelo. This is the series of verbs in Japanese. This lesson we will be learning the verb naku, okay, which means to cry. It's an irregular verb, which means when we change to our main four forms, we will be changing the K family, meaning that ku becomes ki for the masu, ka for the nai, the negative, and e for the imperative form te. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, the kanji is this one. If you don't know, this is mizohen, which means water, and this is tatsu actually, which means to stand up. Okay, so water, we have mizuhen water because obviously we have the tears when we're crying, and that kind of creates the meaning of crying um, from this kanji. Okay, the kanji is read as na, and then it will be followed by the hiragana. Okay, so let's have a look then at the first form that we have, which is the dictionary form naku. Okay, so the sentence I have here is sonna koto de naku na. 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 Okay, you can even like use a more strong way, like I did now, like そんなことで泣くな, because actually this is a very direct, strong way of saying it. Okay, uh, so we know that in Japanese you have like several ways of expressing yourself in a polite way. Even the verbs, we have like different polite verbs, but this is a very strong way. Basically, it's the same meaning as nakanai de kudasai. So I always, when I want to make a sentence like please don't blah blah blah, I will always like teach you guys nakanai de or nai de kudasai, right? But in this case, with this verb specifically, I use this strong way of saying it because usually in this situation, the person who will be saying this is somebody close to you. Okay, or if you are telling this to someone, that means that you are close enough to them to use this direct form. Okay, you don't need to be polite with them. That's why. Okay, usually when you are showing your emotions in Japanese and you're crying and somebody is there like to give you advice, they are close to you, so that's why I use this. Okay, but obviously if you're talking to a superior, your boss, please don't say nakuna. Okay, say nakanai de kudasai. But again, if it's somebody like a parents to the children, or you to a close friend, or even in anime you will see this a lot. You will hear nakuna, like don't cry, stop crying. Like, if it's just like nakuna, it could be translated as stop crying. Okay, so one more time, そんなことで泣くな. Okay, meaning don't cry for something like that. ね、そんなこと is like something like this. ね、I don't know exactly what the situation is. ね、こと here could be anything, but if you're saying this, obviously it's not something serious, right? It's not like, let's say somebody died, or because you are diminishing it. You're saying そんなことでね, like don't cry for such a for such a thing. Basically that's the meaning here. Good. Okay, so moving on. Next one is our masuke. So nakimasu, nakimasu, and the sentence here is eiga de yoku nakimasu. Eiga de yoku nakimasu. Eiga de yoku nakimasu. Meaning, I cry a lot or easily at the movies or watching movies. Okay, so here it could be translated. I would say with movies, okay, because if you want to say at the movie theater, it would be eiga kande, okay, but basically the meaning is when you're watching movies, you cry easily, Okay, you're like basically you are actually I want to teach you this. In Japanese we say you are a nakimushi. Okay, so the kanji is this one, so you're gonna use the hiragana ki, and then you're gonna add the kanji mushi, which means insect. So it would be literally translated as a crying insect. Okay, so in Japanese, if you are somebody who cries a lot, you are called a nakimushi. Like, so we call this, children that cry all the time, for example. Oh, don't be such a nakimushi, like so this person here could be called, like they are actually a nakimushi because they cry easily with movies. Okay, nakimushi. Now, so let's say I say 映画でよく泣きます. So the other person could say, "Ah, nakimushi desu ne," meaning, "Wow, so you are like a crying baby," in a good way. It's not like like a bullying way. But yeah, if you are a nakimushi, basically say that you are very emotional and you cry very easily. Okay, I am a nakimushi when it comes to movies. Okay, I don't cry for a lot of things, but for movies, I am a total nakimushi. Like even anime, I cry like a lot. Anyway, negative form is nakanai, so ku becomes ka, nakanai. Okay, and the sentence here is mo nakanaide kudasai. So here I use the nakanaide, naide kudasai. So it's not as direct and strong as the first one. And I just added basically mo, which could be translated as enough, like it's kind of hard to translate in this, but let's say please stop crying. So would be like you did it, you cried enough already. So mo has this meaning of enough. For example, in Japanese we say mo ii desu, mo ii desu, meaning literally enough, like I had enough, or this is enough, or I can't eat anymore. I ate enough. So this enough means more. Okay? もういいです。もうね、like もう泣かないでください. It's like, please stop crying. Okay? You cried enough already. And the last one, everybody, is the imperative form. Is naite, so ku becomes i, and then we just add the teke. So naite. Okay? And the sentence here is なんで泣いているんですか? 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 Okay, so I could say なんで泣いていますか? I usually make sentences like this for you guys, which with ていますか? Okay, which is more polite. Not actually, it's the same politeness. Okay, it's just like more. It's easier, I think, to make. However, in this case, I use るんですか? Okay, which is basically the structure of using the dictionary the dictionary form, ね、いる. You're gonna use the and then ですか. So actually, in terms of politeness, it's still the same as ますか because you have the ですか in here. However, the nuance here is that the add a little bit more of a strong feeling to the question. Okay, so it really like gives the idea that you are really like you really want to know why. Okay, so in this case is why why the person is crying. So you really want to know. なんで means why. Okay, なんで泣いているんですか? Okay, なんで泣いていますか? So it's just more like concerning, I would say. Okay. Remembering that なんで means why, but we also have なぜ ね。なぜ泣いているんですか or どうして泣いているんですか? They are all like the same thing. Okay. However, I do think in this situation with this verb specifically, I would say なんで instead of どうして and なぜ. Okay. It sounds more natural for me. Okay. なんで like なんで it's like why. Okay. Like combining with the ですか feeling. Okay. And that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one. それではまた。バイバイ。